What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome back to episode 3 of the San Antonio Marshals Flashback franchise series, where today we are going through the first half of the 2003 season. Now, we have had some back and forth discussions in the comments about how these videos are going to be presented, and just for right now, we're going to be going on the idea that will be 8 games, like half a season per episode. We're ready to get 2 gameplays in, so 2 of the 2 gameplays, 6 sims within 1 episode. Is that a little much? It could be, but I'm just trying to literally plan this out because obviously this series needs to run us till Madden 20 comes out, and roughly 2 to 3 videos for this series a week. That's about a season a week. We're gonna have almost 15 seasons to get through between now and Madden 20, so it can change, and we're definitely going to use this episode as a starting point. If it's not what you guys want to see, if it's too much, you don't like the way it's presented, we could dial it back and just do 4 weeks per episode, so that's 4 episodes per season. But for right now, we're going to be going through the first 8 weeks of the 2003 season. We obviously are going to hop into the game. Our first game ever on the road in Atlanta. We're going to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Looking at our roster, just a very quick reminder of everyone that we got. So we got Randall Cunningham is our starting quarterback. We got Rod Smart, aka He Hate Me, from the XFL. Andre Johnson was the #1 overall selection in the 2003 draft, and we're going to need a lot of production out of him. Offensive line is pretty nice. Defensively, let's see who you guys. We got Sam Adams, a defensive tackle. Osi Umenyiora was one of our mid-round draft picks. We got Aaron Glenn, Sante Samuel, and the last white cornerback ever, Jason Sehorn, at corner. Jamie Sharper, Houston Texan legend, at middle linebacker. And that's probably it for notable names that you guys will recognize. And this week, in the big gameplay that we're getting ready to take on, we're taking on the Atlanta Falcons, which they have you-know-who at quarterback. They have in prime Michael Vick, 96 speed, 98 acceleration. How are we going to stop that? I have no idea. It is going to be incredibly difficult to try and stop him. I've never gone up against him. I don't play Ultimate Team, so I've never had to really deal with that. They got some nice guys on the defensive side too, Kearney, Keith Brooking. But ultimately, when you look here at the Falcons, it is the Michael Vick show. And how are we going to stop Michael Vick? Well, hopefully we stop him by Randall Cunningham. The battle of like 2 of the greatest dual threat quarterbacks of all time. We're going to need Randall Cunningham to put up a lot more points than Michael Vick. So let's get into this week 1 game. Our first ever game in the National Football League on the road, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. All right, this is going to be our first play for the line of scrimmage as a organization. So we're actually going to try and take a shot to Andre Johnson, number 81 on the outside there. Is it going to pay off? I don't know. But I feel like we might as well try to make an historic play. And oh my God, he almost came down with it. Good effort there from the rookie out of Miami. That would have been epic. I like the contested catchability, but I would have definitely liked to see him come down with that. Oh, let's go, Andre. Across the middle of the field on 2nd and a mile, bringing us up to the 12-yard line. I think Andre Johnson has all those catches. 3 catches, 52 yards here on the opening drive for the uber-talented rookie. Oh, no, it's not even Rod Smart. It's not even Hate Me. Stansbury. Let's go, Stansbury. Oh, you're not what we needed. You're not what we needed at that given point in time. 4th and goal. Do we go for it? Got to think about this one. We'll kick the field goal when you're taking on Michael Vick. I feel like we got to take the points, and we'll be a wimp and just make sure we don't get shut out, worst case scenario, in our first game ever. Big 39 here for the defense. We want to stop Michael Vick right away, affect his confidence. He is a rhythm passer. He's just a momentum player. If you stop his momentum early on, it's going to get him discouraged for the rest of the game. Let's go. We broke up the interior of the pocket, and we make the very nice tackle on 3rd and 9. 31 comes across. Aaron Glenn just stopping them from getting the first down. We're getting the ball back. Great stand from the defense. Come on, man. Oh, let's go, Andre. Oh, let's go, Andre Johnson. Oh, he is a monster. He is. I want to actually see what his real life rookie stats were, because I think that is the goal that I want to shatter this year. But Andre Johnson, you're trying to go with some press man coverage. Good night. I don't think you know what you're dealing with. You're dealing with one of the greatest physical specimens of all time at wide receiver. Come on. All damn day. First touchdown in franchise history. Couldn't have gone to a better player. Randall Cunningham to Andre Johnson. What world are we living in? Oh, no, he's so quick. You tackle him. You do not...
Fucking bullshit!
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, Algae Crumpler. Oh, you're gonna... Come on, Jason Sehorn. Oh, my God, it's pathetic. It is... Why? We have a 3rd and goal from the 10, trying to tie this game up at 17 apiece. Obviously, you gotta like Andre Johnson lining up in the slot there. We don't want to force it in, though, because we are in scoring range. But we have the... Oh, let's go, Randall. Randall Cunningham. Michael Vick can do it. Maybe not as impressive because he is like 40. But Randall Cunningham showing that he was the true first dual threat quarterback. I mean, Fran Tarkenton's one of the other names. But either way, showing off, he's still got them legs to tie this game up at 17 apiece. It's up, and it is good. Okay. Minute 20, that's all we need. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go, Randall. Oh, he is so quick. He is still so quick. 70 rushing yards on the day. We still got 13 seconds. We're gonna take a shot. We gotta take at least one shot. 1st and 10. Where's Andre? Andre Johnson's not even on the field, so that's awesome. Can't eat a sack here. We're gonna stand up in the pocket. Oh, come on! How are you throwing that? God damn it. That was bad, people. That was bad. I mean, that was bad. Andre Johnson, 6 catches, 150 yards. That was bad. We had that. We had at least overtime, and all right, put that game behind us. Week 2, we take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is in prime Bucks. So you got Mike Allstott, you got Booger McFarland. I wonder if he's going to arrive on the Boogermobile. John Lynch, Simeon Rice, Rondé Barber, Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, just to name a few. This is like during their Super Bowl window, so this is not a very easy opponent in week number 2. We got absolutely smoked. Glad that there's no highlights. We got shut out 28-0. Brad Johnson just went off on us. 256 yards, 3 touchdowns, nothing in the way for Cunningham. Let's more so just look at what happened with us. Just, ugh. Oh my God. There's not a single. We got 2 sacks. That's it. That's all we could take away from this game. That is horrendous. Quarterback change is very close to go from Cunningham to Kyle Bowler. Week 3 has the Tennessee Titans, another stout defense coming off of a week that we didn't get any points. Keith Bullock, Albert Hainsworth, Javon Curse. You got Kevin Carter, and you still got some nice veterans on offense in Eddie George and Steve McNair. I feel like this is going to be another tough game, but we're going to try and get our first win of the season. And the team came up big on the road in Tennessee with a 28-7 victory. Looking at the All-Stars from the Marshalls, Randy Cunningham putting through a classic performance, 174 yards, but was lethal, throwing 3 tutties to no interceptions. We got 61 yards and a rushing touchdown from He Hate Me. Billy Miller, 6 catches, 71 yards and a touchdown. Brandon Stokely, 50 yards and a touchdown. And Bradford with a touchdown. Definitely want to see more out of Andre Johnson, that is for sure. But we do know that when we do rely on the sim, wide receiver ones never produce for whatever it is. Osi Umenyiora continues to be on a tear. His 3rd sack in as many actually 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, Gary Walker with 2 sacks. We get a pick from Bronson, a pick from the rookie at a UCF, Asante Samuel, as we finally started to get some momentum this season with a big victory over the Titans, moving to 1-2 on the year. We look to bring the momentum from the Titans win into week 4, where we take on the 0-3 Kansas City Chiefs. They got Tony Gonzalez, Will Shields, Brian White, Priest Holmes. They got a really solid offensive line, but in reality, their offense is limited to an average Trent Green and trying to force everything through Tony Gonzalez. So if we can contain Tony G, I feel like we have a great shot at going to 500. And it's a story of Jekyll and Hyde here as the winless Chiefs get their first win of the season, 24-7. Another disappointing just offensive showing, as we only put up 7 points on the board. 233 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks for Randall Cunningham. He Hate Me, not bad. Again, man, feed Andre Johnson. I want to see better numbers from Andre. That is for sure. Gary Walker got another sack, but just a disappointing performance. How do you lose to the Chiefs like that? Week 5 holds the Carolina Panthers, and they have 2 superstars, one on offense, one on defense. Got to find a way to stop Julius Peppers. And on offense, Steve Smith, shifty, slightly undersized, but he's constantly wide open and one hell of a trash talker. I feel like with our young secondary, outside of Aaron Glenn, he could definitely get in their heads and cause a lot of havoc. So we're looking at containing him, finding a way to block Julius Peppers, and getting a win against the Panthers. So ahead of our Week 6 game on the road against the Indianapolis Colts, where we're going to have to find a way to take and stop Mr. Peyton Manning, the sheriff, we're going to make a QB change. We're going to go with the rookie, the projected first-round pick that we got in the 4th round out of Kyle Bowler. He looked pretty good in the one preseason game we had. It's just not getting done with Randall Cunningham. Far too inconsistent, not utilizing our big weapon in Andre Johnson. So maybe we'll get that chemistry that we're looking for with Kyle Bowler as we take on the 2-3 Peyton Manning-led Colts. So as we are roughly around the midway point of the year, kind of want to show you guys our short list, who we're working on scouting for the upcoming 2004 draft. We are in the market maybe for a quarterback, so this is a really, really top-end QB heavy class. Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, and Ben Roethlisberger are all the prime candidates. At the running back, we definitely could look at a partner in crime for He Hate Me, Steven Jackson, Julius Jones, and Michael Turner. At wide receiver, we got Larry Fitzgerald, Roy Williams, Lee Evans, Jeffrey Henderson. We might want to look at more so getting some speed to complement what we have in Andre Johnson. On the offensive line, we got Robert Gallery, Chris Snee, Sean Andrews, Locklear, and the other Andrews brother out of Ole Miss. On the defense, I mean, we have no real big areas of concern outside of outside linebacker, but we got Will Smith, RIP, Jared Allen in the 4th round. He's going to be someone that we want to take an eye on. A couple good first-round D tackles in Tommy Harris and Vince Wilfork. Defensive ends, not that great. Maybe we get some linebackers that we can convert to defensive end, but I think in general, DJ Williams, 2 of these linebackers from the U might be some of our favorite ideal options. Well, the way things are going, we're going to have a high enough pick that we might just want to take that big investment and not look at a freak of nature like Sean Taylor, but pretty much, guarantee that we're going to be selecting and drafting a quarterback early. Let me know what you guys want to see our direction go and kind of how we want to plan out this upcoming draft in the comments below. And maybe we should have just stayed looking at the scouting reports, because this box score is ugly. 45-7 defeat. Peyton Manning just had his own, but not terrible from Bowler. No turnovers to speak of there. Not much going. He definitely didn't really utilize Andre Johnson more than Randall Cunningham was using. We didn't do anything on defense. That is horrendous. We got a next opponent is on the road against the Denver Broncos, who currently bring a record of 4-2, so we're probably gonna get smacked. And a big upset was had on the road against Denver, 31-28 victory. Let's go, Kyle Bowler. I mean, it wasn't pretty. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but he got the win done. Nice performance here from He Hate Me, 52 yards and a touchdown. Billy Miller, 95 yards on the day. Andre Johnson, 5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown, utilizing him a little bit more, and we win. I'm not shocked. We got 3 sacks from Gary Walker, a sack from Bronson, a pick from Samuel, and Aaron Glenn. A complete effort, as we took pretty much a complete effort to just barely edge out a victory, but that is the life of an expansion franchise, picking up our 2nd win of the season. Before we get into the final game of the episode, we're going to hop in and play and take on the 2-4 Bills. Let's look at contract extensions with in-house right now. First up, we have the veteran Aaron Glenn. He is still really good, producing at a high level, and only wants a 1-year deal. We will come back to the table with him because we do want to have him in our plan. Same goes with Gary Walker. He's been coming off a 3-sack performance. Of course, he wants to talk dollars, but we're able to lock him in for a long-term deal. Jason Sehorn, we got Dixon and Cunningham. These are just guys that, let's be completely honest, they are going to tank the ratings next year, if not just straight outright retire. So for the time being, we're going to leave these contracts as is. Maybe we'll come back with Jason Sehorn, but he hasn't really been showing up on the box score too much. Definitely not as much as Aaron Glenn. So for the time being, we'll just make sure we come back and try to renegotiate with Glenn. But let me know if you guys want to see me try to offer a new contract to Cunningham or Sehorn in the comments. Oh, he's wide open! Oh, come on! You gotta hit that. He's wide open against a white corner. That's a gimme. That's a gimme. Take it to the bank every goddamn day. Oh, come on. Jump on the fumble. Okay. I'm literally remedial at this point. Don't jump on it. Can we get any points on the board? A 57-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good. The Bills opened up the second half with a kickoff return for a touchdown, which is phenomenal. But, hey, we didn't get shut out again. Oh, let's go, Andre. Andre Johnson takes the nice little dink and dunk pass. Hey, we will take that every day of the week. Well, that game was terrible, but shout out to Andre Johnson. Only saving grace for either team was the fact that Andre Johnson pretty much broke every rookie receiving record in a single game, I would imagine. 12 catches, 298 yards, and a touchdown. Other than that, let's just act like this game never happened. Part of this episode, episode 3, we get a nice little player of the week, clearly from Andre Johnson. 12 catches, 298 yards, and a touchdown on the day. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful performance. And otherwise, a 31-10 loss to the Buffalo Bills. At this point, we are sitting at a delicious 2-6. We are not bottom dwellers of the AFC South. That title is for the Jacksonville Jaguars. As, I mean, I want to say, does the future look that bright? I'm not exactly sure, but we're trying our best. We got Aaron Glenn to re-sign. I feel like that's a positive note to end the episode on. So I definitely want to hear you guys' feedback on if you like the 8-week presentation per episode, just so we can get moving, because like I said, we're just getting ready for the 04 season. We plan on going to the 2022, if not further. So keep that in mind when giving and providing your feedback. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, as yeah, this is an expansion team. This is probably the record that we wanted. I feel satisfied with this record versus if I was playing majority of these games, we probably would be like 6-2, for example. So the grind is real, and I'm looking forward to the challenge of establishing the Marshalls as a legit NFL franchise. So, as always, guys, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment and provide your feedback. It'd be so greatly appreciated. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, I never. Not me, I never. Not me, I never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr.